आप आएगा. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So, students, how are you? Good. Right. So, let's start. Let's solve some of the PYQs of the mole concept. So, all of you, please note down and try to solve. I'll help you out. So, which has the maximum number of molecules? So, please note down question number 1. Which has the maximum number of molecules? Molecules among the following. A 44 gram of CO2. B 48 gram of O3. C 8 gram of S2. D 64 gram of SO2. So 4 options are given. Out of 4 options, which one is the right option? Which one has the maximum number of molecules? Which one? So mass of different substances, different compounds are given, right? Which one? So let's solve. Try to understand. So if we go for option A, so first you try to find out the number of moles of each substance. So what is the formula for getting number of moles? Given mass upon molecular mass. So number of moles of, you go with the option A, number of moles of CO2. How many? So given mass, what is the molecular mass of CO2? 44. That is equal to 1 mole. Similarly, number of moles of O3. Number of moles of O3. So given mass is 48, and its molecular mass is 16 into 3 is 48. Yes or no? So 48 upon 48 is equal to 1 mole. Right? So similarly, next 8 gram of S2. 8 gram of S2. Number of moles. S2. Given mass is 8. Molecular mass is 2. That is 4 mole. And D, 64 gram of number of moles of SO2. SO2 given mass is 64. Molecular mass is also 64. 64 divided by 64 is 1 mole. So out of 4 options, which one has the maximum number of moles? Which one has the maximum number of moles? C, option C has the maximum number of moles. So option C has the maximum number of moles, right? So 1 mole of any substance has how many number of molecules? Na number of molecules. So here, how many number of molecules? 4 Na number of molecules. Molecules becomes 4 Na. 1 mole of any substance has Na number of molecules. It has Na number of molecules. Similarly, it has how many number of molecules? 1 mole means what? Na number of molecules of carbon dioxide, Na number of molecules of ozone, and 4 number of molecules of hydrogen, and Na number of molecules of sulfur dioxide. So which one has the maximum number of molecules? Hydrogen, 8 gram of S2, 8 gram of S2. Clear? Yes. So next is the number of atoms in 0.1 mole of a triatomic gases. The next question is all about of a triatomic gas. Gases. So the options are A 6.026 into 10 to the power 22. Option B is 1.806 into 10 to the power 23. Option C 1.806 into 10 to the power 22. Option D is 3.60 into 10 to the power 22, 10 to the power 23. So which one is the right option? So the number of atoms in 0.1 mole of a triatomic gas. Triatomic gas is given. So we are asked to find out. So how many atoms are present in a triatomic? Yes. So 1 mole, if it is a triatomic gas, like O3 is a triatomic gas. So 1 mole of, suppose say O3. So 1 mole of O3 has how many molecules? Any number of molecules, agreed? So 1 mole, according to the mole concept, 1 mole of the triatomic gas has Na number of molecules. Agreed? 1 mole of a triatomic gas has how many molecules? Any number of molecules. And you know, in 1 molecule, so there are how many atoms? 3 atoms. O3, suppose O3. There are 3 atoms. So 1 mole of the triatomic gas has, so 3 into Na number of atoms. One molecule has 3 atoms. One molecule has 3 atoms. So Na number of molecules has 3 Na number of atoms. Agreed? Now 1 mole has that much. But 0.1 mole of the triatomic gas has, multiply that thing with 0.1. So 0.1 into 0.1 into 3 into Na, that is equal to 0.3 into what? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Agreed? Yes or no? So number of atoms. So if you multiply that thing, so this becomes 6, 6, 0, 18 means, so that's 4 decimal 1.806 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms. Agreed or not? Agreed or not? So which one is the right option? So this is very close to this. So so which one is the right option? This one. 1.806 is very close to this 066. Yes or no? Into 10 to the power 23. So we'll go with which option? Which option it is? Yes. Which option it is? B. Understood? Understood? So here the C option, this is clear. Let's solve another PYQ. These were the questions asked in the NEET and JEE examination. So which has the maximum number of molecules? Again, another similar type of question. Which has maximum number of molecules? Which has maximum number of molecules? A. 7 gram of N2. 7 gram N2. B. 7 gram N2, 2 gram S2. C. 16 gram NO2. D. 16 gram O2 as well. 16 gram O2. So you are asked to find out which one has more number of molecules out of 4. Out of 4 options, which one has more number of molecules? So one is 1 gram of 7 gram of N2, 2 gram of S2, 16 gram of NO2 and 16 gram of O2. So let's solve. So if you option A, solution A, what does it state? So what is the molecular mass of nitrogen? 28, 14, and 14 is the atomic mass of nitrogen. There are 2 atoms in N2. 14 into 2 becomes 28. So number of moles of N2 equals to Given mass is 7, molecular mass 28, that is equal to 1 upon 4 mole. 1 upon 4 mole. And similarly, B, number of mole S2. What is the given mass? 2. 2 upon 2. Why 2? Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. There are 2 atoms. 2 into 1 becomes 2. So given mass is 2 and the molecular mass is 2. Given mass divided by molecular mass gives us the number of moles. So 2 divided by 2, it is 1 mole. Right? Similarly, C, option C, if you go with option C, so number of moles of NO2. So NO2 is 16 gram upon given mass upon molecular mass. Molecular mass, nitrogen atomic mass is 14, oxygen is 16, 16 2 jar, 32 plus 14. 32 plus 14 becomes, what is that? 40, 46. 16 upon 46. So what is this value? 14, 14, this is 32, 14, 30, 46. So this is 8, 8 upon 23, 8 upon, this is 0.25 mole, right? So this is same as 0.3, 69, 69, that is 1, almost, you know, this is, this is 4, like that. 23 is, this is 23, okay, 8 upon 23, 23, this is 69, 69, 0.3, and this is 11, 110, 110 means 23 fours are, what is that? 92, 92. So 0.34, something like that. And D, you go with option D, 16 gram of O2. So 16 number of moles of O2. So number of moles of O2, given mass, how many? 16. And this is 32. 16 upon 32, 1 upon 2 mole, that is 0.5 mole. So more is the number of moles, more is the number of molecules, because 1 mole of any substance has any number of molecules. So more is the number of moles, more will be the number of molecules. Understood? Right. So which one has the maximum number of moles? Which one has the maximum number of moles? B. Option A, that is 2 gram of hydrogen has maximum number of mole. So this is 1 mole. So we'll go by the option B. We'll go with the option B. B option. See, the number is less, but when it comes to number of moles, that is maximum, hence the number of molecules will be the maximum. Clear? Clear? Yes. So which one next is, you can write the number of atoms in, this is very important, 4.25 gram of ammonia. Question number 4. The number of atoms in 4.25 gram of ammonia. Right, it is given approximately is approximately so options are given. So option A, 4 into 10 to the power 23, 4 into 10 to the power 23. Option B, 2 into 10 to the power 23. Option C, which one? This is 1 into 10 to the power 23. And option D, 6 into 10 to the power 23. The number of atoms in 4.245 gram of ammonia, how many approximately is approximately how many? Okay, first you have to find out the number of moles of ammonia. How many moles of ammonia are present? So what is the molecular mass of ammonia? Molecular mass of ammonia. How many? Yes, molecular mass of NH3 is this nitrogen 14, hydrogen 3, 3 into 1 becomes 17, right? 17 what you can say gram per mole. So number of moles of ammonia, next step. So number of moles of ammonia, given mass, what is the given mass? 4.25. Given mass is 4.25 upon divided by the molecular mass. What is the molecular mass? 17. 4.25 divided by 17, it becomes how many? 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4 mole, right? But you know 1 upon 4 mole. So clear or not? So 1 mole of ammonia has how many molecules? 1 mole of ammonia has how many molecules? 1 mole of ammonia has any number of molecules. So 1 upon 4 mole of ammonia has, so 1 upon 4 in a number of molecules. Understood? And one molecule of ammonia has how many atoms? 1 molecule of ammonia, NH3, the formula is NH3. So 1 atom of nitrogen, 3 atoms of hydrogen, 4 atoms. 1 molecule has 4 atoms. So 1 upon 4 Na, 1 upon 4 Na number of molecule. Na number of molecules of NH3 has how many? Has 4 into 1 upon 4 Na number of atoms. That is equal to same as Na number of atoms. So Na means what? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms. And this is very close to what? Approximately it is equal to 6 into what is that? 6.0 into 10 to the power approximately equals to 10 to the power 23 number of atoms. Understood? Understood? Yes. So first you have to find out, if you look at the procedure, so that this is the given mass 4.25 gram of ammonia is given. First you have to convert that 4.25 into the number of moles. Formula is given mass upon molecular mass. 4.25 divided by 17 gives us 1 upon 4 number that moles. Right. 1 mole So 1 mole has how many molecules? Any number of molecules. So 1 upon 4 mole, 4 has 1 upon 4 any number of molecules. But 1 molecule of ammonia has how many atoms? 4 atoms. Because NH3, the formula is NH3. The formula tells us the number of atoms present. N 1 and hydrogen 3. 1 plus 3 becomes 4. Right. So 1 upon 4 Na number of molecules of ammonia has, so 4 multiplied by 1 upon 4, that is Na number of atoms. Na number of atoms means, clear? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, and that is very close to which one? 6.0. So this is, so which one is the right option? Which one is the right option? So this is 6 into 10 to the power 23. How many of you have understood this one? How many of you have understood? Clear? Okay. So another you can write another numerical. You can write down the total number of valence electrons. So another interesting numerical based on the mole concept, you can also note down the total number of valence electrons the total number of valence electrons in 4.2 gram of 4.2 gram of, this is N3 minus N3 minus 4.2 gram of N3 minus is N3 minus. How many valence electrons are present in? So what are those options given? 2.1 option A, 2.1, 2.1 Na. Option B, what is the option? 4.2 Na, 4.2 Na. Option C, what is it? 1.6 Na. Option D, what is this? 3.2 Na. 3.2 Na. Right. So first we find out the number of moles, right? So number of moles, how many? The given mass upon the molecular mass, right? What is the mass, molecular mass? We can say the molecular mass of N3 or the ionic mass, molecular mass of N3 minus. What is it? 3 into 14, 3 into 14, 3 multiplied by 1, 4, 14, it is equal to 42 gram per mole. Agreed? So number of moles, number of moles. So N3 minus is equal to given mass is how much? 4.2 upon 42. Sir, please just a minute. So 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 mole. Yes or no? So 0.1 mole. So 0.1 mole has how many number of ions? Because it is in the ionic form. How many number of ions? So 1 mole has any number of ions. So 0.1 mole has 0.1 Na. Yes or no? So 0. We can write also 0.1 Na number of 0.1 into Na number of what? Number of N3 minus. Okay, ions. But one ion has how many number of valence electrons? One ion has how many number of valence electrons? Come on. One ion has how many number of valence electron? N3. How many atoms are there? N3. How many atoms are there? 3 atoms. So one atom has how many valence electron? So nitrogen. What is the atomic number? 7. 5 valence electron. One nitrogen atom has 5 valence electron. N3 minus means there is an extra electron. So 5 into 3 plus 1 means what? 16. 1 N3 ion, N3 minus 1, 1 N3 minus 1 ion has 16 valence electrons. Agreed? Because N3 means there are 3 nitrogen atoms. In one nitrogen atom, there are 5 valence electrons. How? The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. The electronic configuration is 2, 5. So there are 3 atoms, means 5 multiplied by 3 becomes 16. And there is a minus charge, means there is the additional electron. So 15 plus 1 becomes 16. Right? So that means, you know, it has 16 multiplied by 0.1 into Na number of what? Valence electrons. Number of valence electrons that is equal to, what is that? 1.6 Na. So we'll go with which option? Right? Is there any option related to 1.6 Na? Option C. Okay, with this note, I'm winding up my session. Thank you.